But let's talk about commodities. Manisha is now joining in. Manisha, what's the one commodity you're tracking today?
Well, I'm looking at a data really, Rima, because this is interesting. We all have been talking about on how so many sectors will be impacted with the kind of tariffs that US has put in. And gem and jewelry sector clearly is on the top two there. When you look at the numbers, well, nearly 30 to 35% of our gem and jewelry exports go to US. And interestingly, the data for the month of July has come in, and that shows that the exports from India for various gems and jewelry actually has been surging ahead of those tariff expectations. So when you look at the month of July, we've seen rough diamond exports gain up by 32%. Polished stone was up 22%, and that is a surprise that you have in the last number. 83% of a jump on a month-on-month basis. This is what we've seen in sense of lab-grown diamond exports. These export numbers are to various countries, including US and UK and UAE as well. And we're looking at very strong numbers there. So when you look at the overall exports, those gained up by 15 or 16%, and imports were higher at around 26.5% as well. So very strong numbers in July. August, of course, is a bit of a question mark with 25% tariffs already on, and we're looking at or staring at 50% by the time it's 27th of August. What the street also is looking at very strong numbers in sense of cut and polished diamond. Those exports were up by 18%. You have polished lab-grown diamonds up 27%. Gold jewelry also saw some gains with nearly 17% of a jump up coming in for that. And then you have platinum jewelry, which also gained up by nearly 14%. What did not do so well was colored gemstones, just about a 2% of gain. And silver jewelry exports actually declined 2.5%. So clearly, more people bent towards gold and diamonds with those prices rising, and not so much for silver there. The buyers clearly seem to be stocking ahead of those tariffs, is the narrative that comes in from these July numbers. 25% tariffs already on, and we do understand from various exporters within the sector that the trade is quite at standstill because the margins in jewelry are at about 1 or 2 and maximum 4%. 25% is something that they can't absorb, and 50% they tell us is a non-starter. If that comes in, then there is going to be serious trouble coming in for the industry. Also, when you look at the previous financial year, we saw $13.2 billion worth of Indian exports when it comes to cut and polished gems. Out of that, $4.8 billion was just to US. So very strong numbers is what we're looking at. But whether or not August can continue or what is the kind of numbers that we will see, that would come in about in next fortnight or so.
Right. Thanks very much, Manisha, for that. Keep an eye out on headlines coming out over the next 24 hours. Will be consequential for commodities, definitely oil in particular, but others as well.